I'm aware that the comment was just in jest, but I doubt Keith Thurman is ever going to be having a go at his opponent's reach again. Manny Pacquiao's T-Rex arms did a real number on him. He got floored, he got hurt, and the 40-year-old senator is now the WBA welterweight champion of the world. I must make a confession. I did pick Keith Thurman to win this one. I thought him being 10 years younger, naturally bigger, and with that good mobility that he has, that he was going to be able to dictate from the first bell and threaten Pacquiao with heavy counters enough to win sort of 8-4, 7-5, survive some rough moments, but be a convincing winner. No. Manny Pacquiao floors him in the very first round with a combination that served him well for so long. Straight left hand to the pit of the stomach and follow it up with a leaping, kind of reminds me of Marvin Hagler, jumping up with the right southpaw jab. A little bit off balance, but boom, down he goes. And when that happens, everything changes. It didn't matter that he wasn't really that hurt. I don't think he was hurt. But when you get decked like that so suddenly, whatever plan you had has been ripped up. And before the fight, Thurman spoke about how he likes to break a fight up into thirds. Rounds 1 to 4, blah, blah, to 6, and then up to 9. A guy like that, very meticulous. So Pacquiao just knocking him down like that absolutely confuses him. Now from there, Thurman chose to stand still very much toe-to-toe. There was no run time here. He was trying to sink in some good shots. But even still, he never really managed to land at that many big shots. Not when you remember his fight against Sean Porter, where he winged in some real big haymakers. And that's where you have to give kudos to Manny Pacquiao's technique. He's always altering the position of his feet, darting in and out. And he's got that nice little TikTok movement that it makes him very hard to read. Now, you saw Thurman try and get to grips with his style by throwing those kind of half power shots, trying to see where he was moving. But rarely was he really winging in a big shot because he just found him so hard to read. It's one of those stylistic quirks that has remained with Pacquiao despite his advanced age. Now, another reason why I thought Thurman may win is because a couple of years ago, he lost to Jeff Horn. I know it was controversial, but I just started to see the hallmarks of a guy who was well and truly past it. He looked ragged in that. The timing wasn't really there. But for this fight, maybe for emotional reasons, for things that Thurman had sent to him, he was really on point and very sharp. The best Pacquiao ever? No. You'd have, I'm sure, some real big Filipino fans who would like that to be the case. But say in the 10th round when Thurman got hit by the body again, which seems to be a weakness for him. Take the Pacquiao of 10 years ago, and he's definitely finishing one time there. Where does Thurman go? I don't know. He's still just 30. He's definitely not in the top 3 welterweights now. He's very gracious in defeat, which is good to see. But I don't think he'll be wanting to fight Spence. I think he made that clear before the Pacquiao fight. I'm not sure who he fights next, but he is in always entertaining fights. Manny Pacquiao, 40 years young, looked, if not absolutely sensational, looked very good. He has said he is not going to be fighting for the second half of the year, which is always a shame to hear. We got 6 months, and he just writes it off like that. I think he's got political obligations. But he will be coming back, and it's amazing that in his sensational resume that he's still got mega fights for him there now. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, I think, would really like to fight an aging Manny Pacquiao now. And I would favour them more strongly against the Filipino legend. But if I was wrong there, I couldn't help but smile.